Argentina, Taufik Budaya, is the challenge referee, and Japan in red, Brazil in yellow. The semi-final is underway. First touch there for Ana Cristina. She's going to take a swing on this. Block touch, and they'll get a reload off the top, and straight away Japan with a chance to turn round. Not clean from either team yet. Gabi blocked! Oh yes! Araki with a big start.
That's a great start for Japan right out of the gates. What Japan has to do up front is try to match that physicality of Brazil, especially on the pins. Great work from the middle.
That's her 16th block of the VNL. Oh, it's an ace! It is left by Ana Cristina. She thought it was drifting wide.
Just perfectly placed, dropping right inside. Doesn't get much closer. Ana Cristina trying to follow it out. Staying in.
Block ace start. Yamada goes again. All about the middle so far for Japan. But just like that, Brazil off the mark. Jose Maria.
Right out of the gates, Brazil struggling from a passing standpoint. Normally a very good ball control team, but Japan has some tough servers on their side. We saw them pick apart China 7 aces in those three-set match.
Speaking of tough servers, Gabi, but she doesn't catch hold of that. Now Brazil will settle, but straight away I'm thinking about psychology. Gabi spoke to us after the game. Hey, she spoke to everyone, but she spoke to us and she was like, well, we've got to look at it and hopefully it doesn't go to 5 sets again. I wonder if Brazil are already thinking about the trouble that Japan can cause them. As Ana Cristina receives, she's going to swing into the block again. Fukudome. Little tip and the touch. Araki's there. Ishikawa off the hands. This better from Brazil. Gabi on the pipe, another block. Araki, what a start. Oh, it's brilliant. It is brilliant. Koga comes through, and Japan have flown out of the gates.
Japan looks ready to go. Brazil just doesn't right now. Zé Roberto trying to get his team going because they just look a little lackadaisical, one step behind Japan right now.
Cast your mind back to the quarterfinal, and Araki had a really fast start that day too. She looks good. Ana Cristina. Fukudome's there. Free ball offered up by Ishikawa. In it comes. Options to the middle. Great dig. And the tip. Japan not able to get a swing on these half chances, but the blocking superb. Ana Cristina. Ishikawa with the touch. And Araki fills her cup for 5-1.
This match is going to be so fun because we know how relentless both sides are on defense. Right now, Japan's just finding ways to transition some of these plays better. All the pressure's on Brazil.
5-1 at the first time out.
Um do lado da batida, pro outro lado. Não, pro outro lado. Não é pra 5.
Ajustar o passe,
agora de novo. Galera, estourar lá em cima a bola da ponta. Sem vir pra baixo. Bora de novo. Deixa a bola da roda, sempre pouco mais difícil.
Vamos ajustar o passe, agressividade no ataque alto.
You don't get 13 victories in a row at this level without facing some adversity and having a few wobbles, but Brazil need to shake this off because Japan are flying. Iwasaki. A couple of good service runs from her and Yamada to get this started. Into Ana Cristina it goes. And Koga's there, backcourt. Ishikawa blocked, dug by Iwasaki. Same way, off the hands. And Roberto with the touch. Good swing, but Koga so strong defensively. But the block is big, and Carol makes it.
Brazil finding ways to outlast Japan this time. Carol doing a phenomenal job going side to side. Japan's really making her work pin to pin. She looks good.
Great defense from Koga backcourt as well. What a start, Carol. Into Ishikawa. Nice tip, Hayashi.
Really smart decision from Hayashi, going right at the middle blocker in the backcourt. No libero on Brazil's side in this rotation. Normally you'll have Naomi pick that up, but not a middle blocker.
6-2. Ishikawa. Oh, off the net tape. Anna Cristina close to the net. Oh, a bullet! Hayashi unloads.
That's exactly what's going to happen time and time again if Brazil does not close this block. These Japanese attackers hit with such precision that if it's not perfect, they'll go right after those seams.
Make that 7-2, and Ishikawa can go again. Anna Cristina, better pass. Jose Maria off the block and out and back on the board.
Brazil running that right side set with just a little bit more tempo than what we normally see. Not very high, allowing that seam in the block to form.
Jose Maria picked up 11 points. Oh, she thought she'd got an ace there as well. Doesn't add to the 11 that she got in that quarter-final. How close? Oh, miles out. Miles out. Well, we seem to have lost pictures for a second. Ah, they're back. Great news. Araki removing the glasses for serving. Floating that one onto Gabby. To the middle. And Thaisa misses everyone and everything.
Thaisa not able to get on top of that ball. A little bit lower set than what she would have wanted. Couldn't snap down.
Araki. Well, the serving's been really good, hasn't it? To the point where when one goes into the net, you're like, oh yeah.
They're human. And both sides really just great from the service line, especially Japan. A lot of servers that have hybrids or topspin serves. It's difficult.
Anna Cristina, that's a good serve, but Hayashi deals with it. Koga, quality.
That all started with a beautiful pass off of a tough topspin serve from Anna Cristina. Just that slight seam in the block. Again, Japan's going to pick it apart. That's when speed works so well, because the middle for Brazil doesn't have time to get all the way out. That's why the seam forms.
First change of the game sees Anna Cristina taking a breather. Bergman coming in to pass, and that's exactly what she's done. Gabby switches to the lefty. And then blocked. Oh, what a touch. These liberos, unreal. As is that Ishikawa from backcourt. Japan up to 11.
It's not just the speed of Japan's offense, but it's the overloads, having multiple hitters in the same zone. You see the middle attack along with the back row attack. It really confuses the blockers on the other side. Thaisa sees stepping one way, she misses it left.
Another change. Tainara coming in. She's replaced Jose Maria. Hayashi into Bergman. Little shank on the pass. Well rescued.
Just getting that touch right off the block. Tainara is a player that's going to continuously take big swing after big swing. Not often will you see her go to an off speed.
It's only a faint touch, wasn't it? But that's all it takes. Oh, that serve really died. But the slide works so well. Yamada.
And that slide is just so fast. One of the fastest sets that Iwasaki has. Barely even a foot over the top of the tape. No time to close that up.
Koga. Float deep to Niemi. Off the hands, and Gabby just conjures a little something.
A smart shot by Gabby. Block well formed in front of her, but just has the speed on the tip to go right off it.
Tainara. Really goes for it, but Ishikawa, lovely ball. The speed of that side out, magnificent.
It's incredible, and what Japan's doing so well to allow that speed to happen is these passes are perfect. Brazil isn't throwing in easy serves. Tainara had that tough topspin, just a better pass.
Yamada. Around we go again. 13-6, Bergman, in it goes. Oh, missed time, can only manage a tip. That's Yamada on the set. No dice. Gabby, she started to enter the chat, hasn't she?
Yeah, and if you're Japan, you don't want Gabby to enter the chat at all. You want her to stay out of it as long as possible because she does stuff like this. Finds ways to score. Great shot through the seam.
Here she is serving. Last time, got a little eager, sent it long. Opts for the float this time. Oh, pushed back, caught. Oh, and Tayanada has run straight past it.
That tip's so effective because it goes over right back, and even if you see that tip happening, normally a right back defender will crash up to try to take it, so middle back can, but it's too fast, no time.
Iwasaki. Bergman. Oh, great swing by Bergman. Her first point.
When Brazil's in system, that outside set has been really effective because of the speed that they run it. It's had a seam nearly every time. This time just going right between the hands of Hayashi.
Carol. First touch by Ishikawa. Third touch by Ishikawa. She's in the mood.
Ishikawa doing it on both sides, handling the pass really well. Just a little give and go, going right off the hands of Bergman.
Up to 4 points already. Ishikawa. Unfortunate with that one though. Still a 6-point game. And this such a good position for Japan now, 15-9, but decent service run from Brazil will soon change the momentum. Makrish into Hayashi. Oh, the block. Good hang time, Taisa. And no one in behind, which is rare for Japan.
And normally Japan has all other 5 players in to cover that ball. You see 2 right there, but still moving on contact.
Araki recovers well, but Koga on the angle. Naemi, great dig. Gabby! Well, while that ball was up, there was a challenge for a net touch from Japan. So it's all or nothing. If you challenge mid-rally, there'll be no replay point. They either win it or they lose it.
The net was definitely moving at some point, but it was tough to tell whether it was the ball or a Brazil player. I just want to see that up from Miami again. Oh my.
Absolutely incredible. But an opportunity for Brazil to just compose themselves here. Of course, it's Japan who've caused this break in the game. But Japan controlling the tempo.
And this is similar to what we saw yesterday as Brazil played Thailand, and maybe it was the environment just being a part of it. Took Brazil a little bit to settle in. We're seeing that play out here again.
Well, we need to take a look at this. We'll find out the same time you find out. But what about Ishikawa? She's had a great start.
Oh, she's phenomenal. And we talked so much about Koga and how incredible she is, but Ishikawa is always right there. A top 10 scorer in the VNL this year as well, just doing big things.
Is there a net touch? No. No. Oh, it's close, but no. What, and we did just see that up as well from Naemi. So we've moved from a 7-point game at 13-6 to a 4-point game at 15-11. Still advantage Japan. I think if you'd have offered them 15-11, they'd have been very pleased with that. High touch, Makrish chases. Bergman has found a winner.
Bergman with just a little switch up gets the job done. This team has been going all power, hasn't tried many off speeds, but in this situation out of system, just a beautiful roll shot right to the chaos in the middle.
So Iwasaki hasn't got there. Was that Ishikawa's ball?
I normally would say it's an off blocker.
Koga. Great dig. Free ball though. Chance to reduce the arrears to 2. Bergman. Not yet. Koga. Massive block, unbelievable! Oh my goodness! Bergman. Off the block. Despite the brilliance of Kojima, Brazil win the point and it's 15-13.
And that's what Japan does. They know they're probably out mismatch in terms of height, so that coverage has to be good, but Ishikawa coming diving through, and then it was a libero. Brazil ends up with a point, but man, that defense is good.
Game on. So it's just one break point back really since the last timeout, but more importantly, they've reduced a 7-point arrears to a 2-point arrears. And it does not take long for the belief to be reinstilled in this Brazilian team, but likewise, Japan and their defense just does not go away. Who serves? Koga, great block, huge block. Wind well and truly in Brazilian sails.
And the outsides were doing work for Japan through the first half of the set, and all of a sudden, both Thaisa and Carol doing a much better job getting all the way out with that speed and closing it up. Thaisa's been a wall for the last 2 points.
14-15. Japan desperate for a side out. And they get it. They've made the change. They brought in Wada. 1 swing, 1 point.
And a gutsy swing right out of the gates. Wada checking in, swinging right through the seam in the block.
I've seen a huge amount of it. They've made another change. Airi coming in as a specialist server. This is a job we've seen her doing very effectively throughout the VNL. And Gabby, oh, that is huge. Absolutely huge. Thaisa, a giant.
That's a big momentum play for Brazil as well. Off these Thaisa kills, it gives that team just that little extra juice. A beautiful pass from Gabby allows that to happen.
Yeah, you can't defend that. Even Airi doing the splits can't stop that.
Saw that, I was like, oh.
These substitutions have made a huge difference though, haven't they? Bergman's been fantastic since she came on.
Yeah, and that's what makes this Brazil team good. Their bench is so deep too. It doesn't matter who's on the court. They always go all out.
Wada. Oh, big serve, wide, long, out. 1 point game.
Hard to believe Brazil was down 7 points at one point in this set. But we've seen them come back. We saw them do it in set 3 against Thailand, down 23-21. Go for it to seal it up.
Overpass. Oh, what a touch that is by Yamada. Koga. Off the hands. Brazil could level here. That is an outrageous set, but an outrageous pickup. Japan still alive in the point. Bergman into Makrish. Here's Gabby to put it away. No! Koga! You're kidding me. We go again. Gabby swings on it with the dig. Makrish. Bergman! To level the first set. A finer point we will really see.
This is what we get when these two teams meet. It is relentless dig after relentless dig. Nothing hits the floor on either side. It takes so much to just get the ball down.
This is wild. It's 17-all. Koga. Lovely block touch. So Gabby for the lead. You betcha.
Brazil overcoming a 7-point deficit. Just completely turns their game around after a few critical subs came in with Bergman, Makrish stepping in, and Gabby really leveling up her game toward the end of this set.
Timeout called. Brazil ahead. Look, time will tell. But if Brazil win this first set, and Japan having led 13-6, you have to wonder what that does for Japan psychologically.
Yeah, and this team came out so strong right out of the gates. They were running Brazil off the court, serving them off the court. Just that slight dip as Brazil elevated their game. Japan hasn't.
So Bergman, currently the top scorer in the game, having not started. That one drifts away. 18-18. Hold your nerve, and now it's time for Japan to just take every point on its merits. Try and stifle this Brazilian momentum. Koga. Oh, what a serve. Oh, you are kidding me. You are kidding me.
Pass kill, baby. Let's go. Oh, you love to see it. Naomi just gets those hands up in time. That's a point for Naomi.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
19-18. Ace! That is in. That is a breakpoint lead for Brazil.
And each Brazil celebration getting a little bit harder and harder. This team just finding ways to score, working those end lines.
That's a rare error from Kojima as well. On to Ishikawa this time. Wada, good swing.
Yeah, great swing from Wada. Just coming flying out of the back court. A beautiful set allows her to do that. Going right through Gabby's hands.
So Araki back into block as Yamada goes back to serve. Bergman, another good pass. Gabby just arrives with such speed, but it's a quality pass. And Wada goes again, over on the first ball. Chance for 2020. Not yet. Gabby. Oh, this defense is absolutely outrageous. What a return. But it just keeps on coming from Brazil. And Bergman finishes the job.
Bergman just absolutely electric, but check out some of these plays. Wada just getting her hands up in time. I mean, there is no quit to this Japan team. It's like right when you think that ball's down, someone comes flying from the other side of the court to get under it.
Koga, another good ball in. Wada blocked this time. And Brazil turning the screw in the 20s.
Julia Bergman, just a fantastic game changer for this team, finding ways to just get the ball down against a really tough Japan defense.
Imagine having a player that good that you don't have to start.
Yeah, right.
It's wild. Nice tip. Calmness personified from Ishikawa.
It is cool, calm, and collected up front. Ishikawa identifying right back a little bit too deep. Just that light touch right over the block and on the end line. Perfectly placed.
Iwasaki. 20-22. Bergman deals with that serve with relative ease. Can't get the swing away though. Wada can, and she's made an impact too.
Yeah, Wada's been huge on the right side. Iwasaki definitely feeding her when she's back there, front or back court, giving her the ball, and we've seen a seam nearly every single time.
174. That's all she is. She's tiny, but she gets up, swings well. She's having a good game. It's a good ball into Makrish. Oh, it's squeezed through by Carol. The smallest of margins keeping Brazil ahead.
And not the best set for her. Not enough height to get that extension, but she just goes right in the seam. Smart for Brazil to run in those gaps.
Still got the break point now. They're just 2 points away. Here is Carol. Iwasaki with some options, goes for Wada this time, doesn't find the floor. Gabby, oh come on! Makrish out to Bergman, will not be denied, and it's set point Brazil.
Bergman showing up when this team needed it. It's big swing after big swing to get it done. She's been big.
7 points, 6 attacks, 1 block. Carol. Brazil with 3 goes at it. 2 goes at it. Kurugo coming in. Ishikawa sitting out. Specialist server. I mean, this is a pressurized environment, isn't it? The first contribution to the game, at set point. Serve needs to be good, and it is, but Bergman has passed beautifully. It's a miss hit. Koga off the hands, great touch. Bergman to win the set. No. 2 set points saved.
Japan just finding ways to outlast Brazil. It's that defense just managing to keep the ball off the floor. Brazil's hitters so frustrated.
Vamos de novo.
Variação de saque
Coisa
agora no
atrás
reto,
do
hein?
bloco, tá ruim. Valeu. Bora de novo. Arrumar o passe.
Soltar pra rodar nas coberturas!
Set point. All timeouts called. 2 huge momentum swings. From 13-6 down to 24-23 up for Brazil. And now they've got an opportunity to win it. Bergman, there's a touch. Iwasaki, Wada, all square. 3 set points saved. And we are going deep in set 1.
So much fight in this Japan team to not back down against the #1 team in the world and continue to take big swings.
It would have been so easy to roll over. So easy. Touch! Oh, what an up! Wada puts a roll shot in, causes a bit of chaos. Bergman misses! Set point Japan!
4 straight points from this Japan team, just rolling on the back line, saving the ball time and time again after some tough attacks from Brazil's side. This team has got fight.
This is wild and brilliant, and Jose Maria and Roberta are coming back in to try and rescue this one. Kurogo. Off the hands. In it goes to Iwasaki for the set! Yes! Wada wins it! And Japan lead against Brazil!
What a comeback for Japan. Down 24-21, rattles off fending off multiple set points. Wada was huge in this. The defense keeping it alive, but all of a sudden Wada's just able to go off, ripping that seam time and time again. I think we expected this Japan team to win up 14-7. We didn't expect Brazil to come back, storm back like they did, but it was Japan in the end finding a way, just a will to win.
We talked about the brilliant substitutions for Brazil to drag them back in. What about Kurogo coming in at 24-22 as a specialist server and serving out for Japan to lead Brazil 1-0 here in the semi-final, 24-26.
And it's one thing to just come in and put in an easy serve, but going back there, hitting your serve with tempo, trying to knock Brazil out of system, and doing it multiple times in a row and not missing, absolutely outstanding. The focus from the serving specialist, Kurogo, to come in, incredible.
Take a moment, everyone, because I don't think it's going to slow down or become any less stressful. Here are some stats. Are there any that stand out for you?
You see those 4 blocks from Brazil, just doing a phenomenal job working pin to pin, but attack-wise, Japan was still able to get through it. It's really those errors in the end, Brazil having 8 of them, handing Japan just 8 points in that set.
Well, the win probability percentage presented by 1xBet had Brazil 56% favorites before the game, and now Japan 57% favorites. That's a big swing. We don't often see that, but to be totally honest, I think in this game you'd have better luck just poking your finger in the air and saying yes, them.
It's essentially a coin flip, and we see how much the momentum can change just on the flip of a dime for these two teams. You see Japan, incredible start. Brazil then comes storming back with some long runs of their own, but Japan again at the end finds a way, 6-point run to do it.
There are a few moments in there as well that setter dump that was dug, some of the defensive touches by Japan there when we were deep in the 20s. Incredible. Incredible quality, incredible spirit. And we've got a game on our hands. Brazil, attack placement. What do we know from that?
A lot from the center of the court, and normally that's where we're seeing Brazil go over the block because it's such a height mismatch. They're going on the top of the hands, sending it out. Japan, on the other hand, we're seeing a lot on the left side and a lot on the right side. So what Japan is trying to do is take out the setter for Brazil, take Roberta out, or take Jose Maria out in the backcourt.
Take a look at some of the superstars. We've got Gabby and Koga, and in a highly entertaining set, they were both a little bit quiet.
Yeah, both a little bit quiet. We saw Gabby really get going at the end. Koga kind of was bigger defensively than she was offensively that set.
Yeah, sensational in the backcourt, as he so often is, but it feels like the longer the games go on, the more of a part Gabby has to play. And this one feels like it could go on a little while. Don't go anywhere. Cancel your plans. Stefano Cesare, he's already had to put back his restaurant reservation for tonight. Brazil to serve first in the second set, trailing in the semi-final. And that one just drifting long.
Brazil has to watch their errors this set. We saw those 8 just in the first set alone. Have to manage their side just a little bit more.
So no surprise that Bergman has stayed on the court. Here's Yamada. On to Gabby. Makrish back in at setter. And Jose Maria only as far as Wada. She stayed on too. Good swing, good touch, and rescued. Japan are going to have to work for this. Oh, a tip from the setter. Don't see many of those, and it's led to a free ball opportunity. Oh, what a touch, what an up! Boom! Oh, why can't Brazil find the floor? They always find the floor, but neither can Wada. Gabby unloaded on that, but it's blocked. This is incredible stuff. Ishikawa to finish the job. No! Gabby! Is there a touch? No! The challenge is incoming. And the green card has been shown. Japan have admitted to the touch.
And I'm exhausted just watching that point. I can't imagine how these players feel. The defense is insane on both sides.
And after that, 1-1. Here's Gabby to serve. After a quite frankly ridiculous rally. This is chaos. Here's Ishikawa. She's going to swing on this, get blocked, but Kojima's there. Ishikawa again. Oh, there was a touch on that by Naemi. Must have been a block touch.
Ishikawa doing a great job switching up her shots, using that range. We've seen her go down the line. Great shot to that back deep corner.
Iwasaki. That little drift serve she enjoys so much. Bergman. Again, Koga. Such a good pass. Oh, she's tried to just chip that and ease it back court, but that's a tough shot.
It was a smart decision to try to go for that back end line, just the execution not quite there.
Here's Carol. 2 points in the game so far, 1 block, 1 attack. Ishikawa receives. Good touch, Gabby. And off the hands, Koga. Standard of passing, really good. And Wada. She is just a pint-sized dynamo, isn't she?
She has been incredible. If you look at her, doesn't look like a player that's just going to rack up kill after kill, but she has so much strength in her arm.
Ishikawa to serve. Wada up to 6 points now. Just 1 behind Bergman, the game's top scorer. Make that 2 behind Bergman. Spike down.
Bergman putting a little bit extra into that one. Off the perfect pass, you get Bergman going with tempo. No overload, open net. Oh, goodbye.
Jose Maria serving. Oh, Koga!
Koga's seeing that block so well. Just a slight seam. Middle blocker for Brazil, just a little bit late to it, and she rips it.
Araki. Oh, Gabby have to take that one on the turn. Naomi into Bergman, straight into the block, and Naomi rescues it. Iwasaki. Oh, what a swing from Wada!
That set is just so fast, it's nearly impossible for Thaisa to get all the way out. Especially on that long string ball, it's so difficult.
That's a break point for Japan at 5-3. Araki. Gabby right onto Makrish. Bergman, the hang time, the power.
Bergman just switching up her shots so beautifully. We've seen her rip a few cross court. This time goes for that high hand shot with the well-formed block in front of her.
Bergman into Koga. She's going to get it back, and Bergman gets a good hand to it. Gabby, ooh, wow, into the net.
And not often do we see those errors from Gabby, just a little bit too far off the net, falling backwards. Watch for the set to go right back to her to get that confidence back up.
Wada. Decent ball in. Oh, to the middle. Thaisa says yes.
When Thaisa can get the ball in front, it has been almost an automatic point. This perfect pass, it's been one-on-one every time. She's been unstoppable.
Just see the physical differential between her and Yamada.
Yeah.
Such a towering middle. Oh, what a tip by Koga. Silk glove touch.
Just so well placed, right over this block. It's well formed in front of her. She just drops it so shallow in the court. Barely touches it.
Giving it everything, every sinew to try and get there. Not this time, 7-5. Ace serve, Koga on Bergman, whose passing has been flawless until now.
Yeah, and a good serve, but more of just a Bergman error. Kind of misjudges where this ball was. Doesn't get that platform there in time. A lot of movement on that one.
A little sneaky snaky that, wasn't it? Much better from Bergman. Oh, the swing incredible, but the up even better. Makrish, Jose Maria. The block on Jose Maria! Yamada and Ishikawa, no way through.
Although Japan isn't necessarily an imposing team with their height, they're still a disciplined blocking team, so you can't rip that low seam right over the top of the tape at them, because it'll come back fast.
Timeout called. Japan 9, Brazil 5.
Bora. Longa, diagonal, bico. Bora. Continuar crescendo. Mesmo jogo. Frente no passe, segura, não deixa estourar. Ponto, ponto. Defesa lá, defesa cá. Temos que arrumar pouquinho mais rápido. Tá?
Nosso contra-ataque tem mais lucidez. A gente dá mais pro fundo.
Mais alto, mais alto.
É onde a gente tá rodando, tá? Vamos de novo. Vamos de novo.
Back to the action, and the star of the show perhaps, Wada. Not seen a huge amount of it this VNL. Of course, Hayashi, Koga and Ishikawa have really starred, but she's come in and she's been superb. And there she is again, making the dig off Carol. Ishikawa from deep, Bergman, back in it goes. Gabby! Again, she's searching for those hands. Is the challenge coming? It's not.
We've seen that shot from Gabby a few times now, really aiming for the high hands, almost hitting the third row in the stands.
Bergman wants it back, but they go to Jose Maria instead, who goes corner to corner. Great swing.
Yeah, much better shot from Jose Maria. Got blocked on the last one. This time hits a little bit higher, goes over it back to that deep corner.
So with Gabby going for the high hands, we'll pick this up after this point here. Got a question for you.
Edge of my seat.
You know I like quiz time. Here's Makrish. And that goes to Koga. Go to the middle, and Bergman is on hand. A little bit too passive from Japan, so Gabby can go again. This time she does, and that brings me on to the question. So she's going for those high hands, but playing against Japan, the hands aren't necessarily as high as they are against some of the other more physical teams. So does she just have to sort of recalibrate her radar, if you will?
Yeah, and that's why we're seeing some of these errors from Gabby. Normally a player that is very low error, she's testing out to see where those hands are to get the right shot.
7-10. Oh, there's no touch on that, so a rare error from Wada as she goes searching for those high hands and misses out.
That's a miss that you're okay with if you're Wada. I mean, she's been ripping it all night long, doing a phenomenal job.
Roberta into Koga. Wada again.
She was aiming for the high hands last time and definitely found him on that swing. Gabby in a good position to make this block, but the hands a little bit too high, not low and pressed over enough.
Yamada, 3-point lead, 2-point lead with the service error. And Kojima, the libero, comes back in. As always, they've been alternating between Kojima and Fukudome. Both absolutely outstanding players as Koga makes that pass. That's not a clean hit, so another chance here for Brazil, and Gabby to do that.
Gabby with one of her best swings of the night. A great transition play on Brazil's side. Get that easy ball. Haven't seen too many back row attacks from her. It's a good time to get it going.
Isn't it just? There she is. Serving, back underway. Another tip, another pickup. That was Makrish. And Gabby offers up the free ball. What a dig. Naemi. Bergman to steal one. Oh, what a layout! Over it goes. But still a chance for 11-11. No. The tip finds the floor. Jose Maria locks us up.
This is one of the most fun matches that we've seen this VNL. The defense has been absolutely insane. That's what makes exciting matches, just those jaw-dropping plays that you cannot believe.
All that effort by Kojima, and they don't even win the point. It's brutal. They're not going to win that one either, because
Carol and all the front court defenders for Brazil just frustrating Japan. Getting good touches on it, and here another stuff. Carol just diving in. Last second gets those hands over.
Timeout call, 12-11. Well, this second set's starting to look a lot like the first set, isn't it? And that is no bad thing.
Yeah, in terms of how these teams are playing, I think now they're hitting their peak of how good they can be. We've seen the defense really elevate on both sides, and that offense getting a bit more efficient as well.
Gabby into Koga. Wada just had to readjust, but the readjustment was incredible.
A few too many tips falling on Brazil's side. We've seen them have a lot of trouble in that center of the court. Normally Naemi takes this ball deep, but a little bit too far back in defense where she's set up.
Iwasaki, Brazil have actually dealt with her serve quite well so far, largely because Bergman has passed like that. And Jose Maria cooks one.
Nothing you can do about that ball. Jose Maria coming in like a freight train. Big swing right down the line.
13-12. Back on side out. Carol. Watched long. Good leave in the end by Koga.
When teams are playing this tight, it becomes really important to manage your side because both teams typically very low air. You don't want to be giving the team other points.
Ishikawa. Into Gabi. To the middle. And that is too hot for Fukudome. Thaisa strikes again.
When Brazil's passing, well, Thaisa has been unstoppable this ball coming up. It's always been one-on-one. Wada has to deal with the outside. That leaves just the middle, Araki with Thaisa.
Brazil back ahead. Ishikawa has to make the pass. What are you doing, Wada? She's been unreal.
Absolutely outstanding, and when this pass is good, check out how fast that ball is. There's no time for Thaisa to come and close.
Airi has come back in as a serving specialist. She's in for Araki. That one drops. Oh, the overpass not capitalized on, and Bergman with the chance to squeeze it through. She just swings fearlessly.
And barely space for her to get that kill. Japan's blockers in a good place, just not pressed over enough. This ball falls right down between them.
Bergman, 15-14. Oh, that's close. It's in. It's an ace. And Japan decided between them they weren't going to play it, and they've been made to pay.
A beautiful serve from Bergman, just going right in the seam. No spin on that ball at all, making him talk about it, and it's moving.
Set by Kojima. Recycled. And over to the other side. Great play by Bergman. Jose Maria. And that's a couple now that have squeezed through the block, and that's something Japan are going to have to look at.
Julia Bergman just absolutely outstanding, laying out for this ball, and Jose Maria getting the better of that Japan block. They've got to do a better job of pressing.
Another big point swing in this second set. Japan were 4 up at 9-5. Now Brazil find themselves 3 up at 17-14. 3 points in a row as well. Bergman will serve to get us back underway. There's Koga waiting next to Ishikawa and Kojima in a very strong passing unit. Going to Koga. Bergman, in it goes to Makrish. Great dig again, all the way over to Wada. Into Jose Maria, that goes, and they do not have an answer for Thaisa.
Thaisa has been insane up front. Every single ball that she's getting, she is putting down. It's always been one-on-one, but she's done a great job of seeing where that block is, just going right outside of them.
Breathing room then for Brazil. 4 points to be precise. Another tip from Wada. Catches the big block out.
Just so well placed, dripping right over the back of the middle blocker coming down. Not much you can do about that.
So Wada comes out and Kurugo comes back in. Yeah, they'd like another 5-point service run from her, please. And Brazil would love to get her off straight away. Oh, it's played, it's up, it's not up. And that's a big moment for Brazil because they've got Japan's gun server back on the bench.
A perfect side out from Brazil right away. Just finding ways to get it done.
Koga. There's a chase on here. Oh, it's missed everyone. Brave effort from Jose Maria.
A good chase from Jose Maria, but normally when you're saving that, you just want to get it high. You assume you have people following you, then they can send it over, but great hustle. Just running with everything she's got.
16-19. Again, Bergman on the pass. Jose Maria wants a touch, doesn't get a touch.
Japan cracking that door back open. No lead is safe in this match.
No, it is not. Bergman. Gabby. Serious power.
Gabby was testing out that block to see how high it was during the first set, and she's figured out just how tall it is and used those hands with precision.
And restoring that three-point lead. Makrish into Koga. Ishikawa, good block, but Kojima's there. Ishikawa again. They're saying no touch. Stefano Cesare disagrees.
Jose Maria admitting to it first, saying she didn't touch it. Stefano saw that.
Yes.
Barely, I don't know how he saw that.
God, Hawkeye Cesare, of course he saw it. Naemi, Gabby, again off the hand. She's found her range now, and Japan better watch out.
Yeah, you don't want Gabby heating up on the other side. This is a player that has the ability to absolutely go off on some of these plays.
Iwasaki, good swing, good pickup. Gabby with the tip. Ishikawa with the first touch. Wada. Jose Maria down the line. Kojima, what a touch. Oh, this is brilliant. We go again. How does it end? Gabby back in. Makrish off the net. Jose Maria with the touch. Oh, brilliant defense. Chaos. Free ball. Surely now Brazil compose themselves. Makrish makes the decision for Bergman, who puts it down.
Who else but Julia Bergman off of this free ball with the speed they're running and the strength that she swung on some of these balls. Incredible. I don't know how these players do it.
Ishikawa. How about just one first ball side out? Come on, this is exhausting. Oh, and that's touched Bergman on the way through. Just glancing off the shoulder.
Ishikawa sneaking it in. Bergman not enough time to dodge this one. A good take, Ishikawa putting some speed behind that one.
Tell you what adds to it as well. Anytime the ball doesn't go down, this crowd just explode. Yeah. The energy in the room is astonishing.
It feels like the anticipation builds throughout the rallies as well, and then just elation.
Makrish, Bergman. She is on fire, and it is incredible to watch.
And how about her checking in during set one and being a complete difference maker for this Brazil team as they were struggling to handle some of these passes and put a ball down in the front court, but she has checked in and done phenomenal.
Serving change for Brazil. Frida Roish coming in. First touch for her. Looking to serve this one out at 23-19, but Airi beats everyone.
Airi checking into this game. Difference maker on her right. Barely gets that ball. Just a feather hit.
Again, Ishikawa goes to the bench as Inui comes in. Not served an ace in the VNL yet. Goes on Bergman. Not the cleanest of passes. Oh, it's dropped in. When it's your day, it's your day. And Thaisa with the faintest of touches. Look at this.
I mean, just barely gets a handle on that ball, but enough to put it right on the end line.
Well, here come all the changes. So Tainara and Roberta coming back in. It is a giant front court now. Thaisa, Bergman and Tainara. It'll be Roberta to serve. And the pass comes in from Ishikawa. Set point, Irie. What a dig! Naemi and Gabby arrives so quickly. Japan don't know how to react. And just like that, it's Japan 1, Brazil 1. Two of the most electrifying sets we've had in this year's VNL.
We know every time Japan and Brazil meet is an absolute epic battle. The last 3 meetings going 5 sets. It feels like this one is another 5-setter in the making. Based on how close these teams have played, and based on the long rallies that we've seen, it has taken a lot just to put the ball down on either side.
That touch from Miami.
Insane.
World class.
Every time, and it doesn't matter if it's defensively or in service. She is just absolutely locked in. She does a great job playing outside her body, so you think she can't get to it. All of a sudden, she's there.
Well, we're going to be hearing from the coaches very soon indeed, because Anne-Marie Anderson's down there. And I tell you what, at 1-1, I bet they'll be absolutely delighted to speak to her. So many positives to concentrate on, but so many work-ons too. This the kind of game that you hope will last all night. It's Brazil 1, Japan 1, and in fact, I think we're going to hear from Anne-Marie with Roberta. What have they got to say? Anne-Marie.
Thanks, Dave. Roberta, an incredible match so far. First set, they came back. What was the discussion between the first set and the second set in your huddle?
It's hard, really hard to play against them. We try to fix it, some topics on the block to be better in this block and defense. But I think also we put more energy in this last set. We fight more, and maybe our transition was a little bit better in numbers than in the first set. So, but we know that it can be long game. Always very hard to play against them, but we are doing a great job.
When you go into this third set, what do you as a team need to do a little bit better to get another win?
I think start from the serve. If we start to serve better, they play a little, not so fast, like if it's possible, but maybe they play less faster and we can adjust better this kind of things like defense. But I think if we push on the serve and make good transition, we will be great.
And Roberto, last question. Tell me what it's like when the ball keeps coming back after every time you hit it. What does it feel like when it keeps coming back?
I think more than physics, we need to be good mentally, like strong mentally to play against them, because we know that the ball will come back like 5, 6, 7, 8 times. But it's beautiful to see them playing. How they dig is amazing.
Thank you so much, Roberta.
Thank you.
Dave, I mean, it keeps coming back. You have to ask, find some floor.
Please find some floor. I tell you what, they'll try and find some floor, and you try and find someone from Japan to talk to, because I can't wait to hear from them. Here are the set 2 stats. God, look at those attacks from Brazil. That's a huge difference.
And, you know, the attack numbers aren't easy to come by. As we just talked to Roberta about, it is so difficult to find the floor against this Japan team. But what they've done well is in transition, outlasting Japan in rallies.
Right then, let's hear from Japan, because Gen Kawakita is with Anne-Marie.
Yeah, Gen's voice isn't so good right now because, well, nobody's voice is good in this arena right now. Tell me, Gen, what was the secret to your success in the first set and pushing the second? What did you guys do exceptionally well?
Well, we tried to dig, and transition offense that we tried to organize. So, so far, it was great, but second set today, took over. So we need more like aggressive, for everything.
Well, I was just going to ask, are you talking about more aggressive attack, or are you talking about, because your defense is...
Wow, play against a great team like Brazil, we always have to be aggressive for everything, attack, serving, defense, everything.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you very much.
I thought they were super aggressive, Dave, so I don't know what the third set's going to look like.
Are we going to have to get some kind of close security if it's going to get any more aggressive? I'll tell you what, Anne-Marie, you've done an incredible job there, because usually, again, we love him, but he's just like, yeah, block and serve, block and serve. But occasions like this bring out the best in people, and we are, what, 51-49 in the 1xBet live update win predictor. Set a contact.
So this is how well teams are passing. Japan doing a great job, 60% in system. That means they're running that fast offense, and it is tough to stop on Brazil's side. And a lot of the same on Brazil's side, nearly 60% as well, and that's what you heard Coach Gen talking about. They have to find a way to knock Brazil out of their rhythm just a little bit better and serve tougher.
We take a look at Wada and Bergman, who have been two of the stars. Neither started, but both have been game changers.
Yeah, and that's what you want off of players coming off the bench. You want them to be able to check into the game and change it and do their best out there. That's what these two players have done.
Taking a look at the top blockers, and Carol is there. Look at that, 41. Cornelux in there too. She'll be back on court tomorrow, battling out for the bronze medal. But who will her and Poland be playing against? It is set 3. Japan 1, Brazil 1. Away we go. Overpass, put down. Good start for Japan.
Japan talked about upping the service pressure. That's exactly what they get right out of the gates. A beautiful serve from Yamada. Causes that overpass. Easy put down.
So Yamada can go again, just as she did in set 1. Goes at Bergman. Gabi off the hands. Well played, Koga. Ishikawa. And Bergman's there. Bergman's everywhere. Gabi. Oh, net touch by Japan. Question. Bergman is passing brilliantly, yet Japan seem to be going after her quite a lot. Is that something you'd look at?
I think because normally against passers like Naomi or Gabi, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to dime it every time. You don't necessarily know how long Bergman will last with these good passes.
So far, so good for her. Is Ishikawa? She's passive, she's into the block, and Carol adds another one.
Carol just a brick wall up front, moving so well to get out to the pins. And even if her body isn't there, you can see her reach her hands back into the seam to finish it.
Over on the second. That's not going to help. This for 3-1. Iwasaki. Kojima. Wada, nice touch there from Makrish, but she's out of the attack. Gabi into the attack. Now Bergman. Koga, such good positioning all the time. And Araki beats the block for 2-2.
Haven't seen too many middle attacks on Japan's side, despite that nearly 60% in system percentage. Normally you see the middles run a lot more, but they normally use them as kind of a disguise to go right over them. And when they do set the middles, it's effective because you're not expecting it.
Carol holds herself to such high standards. She's furious. That's a good block. That is a really good block. That is Ishikawa and Araki.
We've seen Japan racking up the block numbers tonight, doing a phenomenal job going low and over. Brazil testing out that low seam, but it hasn't been there.
3-2. Iwasaki. The floater onto Bergman, who deals with it again. On another net touch by Japan. So look, that's 3-3 in this third set, and 2 of those Brazilian points have come from net violations.
Feels like Japan's doing all they can to try to stop this attack, getting more and more aggressive up front, but resulting in a few too many errors.
Carol claiming that one. Koga. Well, Araki straight into the block. They gave her the chance to make it right. She's going to need another one.
Good read from Thaisa, just diving right into that gap set. And Jose Maria helping out on that too. That's difficult when you have 2 hitters in one zone.
Carol. That one floated into Ishikawa. Wada goes again. So this is a chat we were having in between sets there. They're moving her around a little bit, Wada, but she's 174. How many 174 opposites do you see?
Like literally none. None as good as Wada right now, especially.
Well, they are the undisputed champions of finding these incredible players. Jose Maria, she beats the block again. And the thing is that it's almost as though their scouting's different. They're like, right, you've got the ability to do this. How many teams would trust somebody of that height? The same as the men's team trust Nishida, who's 6 feet in old money, to just do this job and be brilliant. It's awesome. And
stay and hang and beat the top teams in the world.
Koga. Again, beautiful touch.
Koga been a little bit quieter this match, but she's done her job, especially defensively. Offensively, we've seen her get a few clean kills. Just starting to heat up.
Araki out, Airi in. Another good serve onto Gabby. Bergman.
That's exactly why you don't test Gabby out, because every single time she passes, it is an absolute dime. Bergman just finishing it off.
Yeah, that's a tough one-on-one for Wada. We talked about all of her good things. What you have is a huge differential between Bergman at 192 with a huge leap and Wada at 174. Doesn't matter how big her jump is. There's Bergman back court. Brilliantly done.
Bergman with the give and go. Incredible dig. Perfect placement on it. McCreesh is able to get her going back court. That momentum taking her forward and down.
15 points for Bergman. It's actually an incredible time for them as a family, because her brother Lucas making his debut for the Brazil men's team in the VNL against Germany earlier in the tournament. Had a great few games, actually. Started that one, racked up a few points, and then was used as a specialist server. Delivered some bullets. And speaking of which, Gabby has fired one from the chamber.
Gabby getting more and more aggressive on some of these swings. A beautiful set from McCree. She's falling backwards, pushes that long string ball outside.
I think that has hit Ishikawa in the face on the half volley as well. Here's Taisa. 7 points for her in the match so far. Koga. Off the hands, no one's there.
And such a quick arm swing going up this ball set, so she can hit over the block or at least try for those high hand shot. Just a snap down gets it done.
Flat serve from Koga, but Gabby, the pass outstanding. The block pretty good too, not quite good enough. Gabby, that is high, that is chased down. And they've only set it to her. Oh, Koga asking a lot of Ishikawa, but she tried to deliver.
I don't think anyone expected her to get that ball back, maybe go to literally anyone else on the court, but man, you're right, asking her to do a little bit too much.
Oh, if she'd have won the point there, I think I'd have fallen off my chair. 9-7. Iwasaki. Oh, what a dig by Makrish. Gabby, off the hands. Wada's there. Ishikawa. Oh, still up. Kojima sends it high. Gabby. Oh, my goodness. Kojima. Ishikawa. Bergman. What a point, and what a hustle from Manami Kojima.
Kojima just an incredible read. This ball right in the seam. She's able to just go right inside of it to get it up. It doesn't matter if it's Kojima or Fukudome. Incredible on both sides.
8-9. Yamada. Back round we go again. Oh, it wasn't great from Bergman. And a chance to level things. Bergman was backcourt. Gabby steps inside. It's up from Yamada. Ishikawa. Bergman can't stop it. Japan 9, Brazil 9.
Just long rally after long rally. This is what I love. Any team that's playing Japan, it almost elevates their defense too. You see plays that you don't normally see from the opposing team, but you have to be so dialed in to just hang out with Japan and outlast them.
Yamada. Makrish. Great block. Drops in. And Japan lead.
Heidi with beautiful footwork, exploding out to her left side, gets those hands in the right spot as well, just closing up that seam.
They rotate those three middles really well, don't they? Bergman into Makrish. Jose Maria.
Better swing from Jose Maria, swinging a little bit higher on this ball. We've seen her get blocked in that low seam a few times. That's a better adjustment.
Gabby, 10-10. Koga had to play it. Another super swing from Wada.
She has been unstoppable on the right side. Front court, back court, it doesn't matter. They're finding her wherever she is.
Just really intelligent swings all the time. 11-10. Iwasaki to serve. Drops it short! And there's the ace from Iwasaki. It's always only a matter of time before she picks one up.
Japan does this so well to really test out those passers, sending one deep and then dropping it in short right in front of them just to keep them on their toes and keep them guessing.
Break point Japan. Brazil call the timeout.
Agora de novo, Dai.
Deixa ele atirar de
Olha o bloqueio se formando primeiro, espera lá. Paciência de novo, ela é jogadora baixa para bater no corredor, vai ficar.
Nossa, idade,
6,150 spectators lucky enough to get tickets. And tens, hundreds of thousands, millions watching around the world, and we are so glad that you tuned in. And we hope the smiles on your faces are as big as the ones on ours watching this, as Iwasaki serves a 12-10 off the back of an ace. Bergman right on to the net, and Carol says, I've had enough of that.
Japan's been putting in pretty good service pressure so far through this third set. And even a tough serve, Bergman handled it very well. Karol could put it down. He caught that ball.
11-12. Karol on to Ishikawa. Oh, Wada finds open court.
So many of Wada's kills have been impressive because they've been clean kills. They found an open space on the court with nobody touching them before. That is so difficult to do against this Brazil defense.
Well, Anne-Marie asked them to find some floor. Lo and behold, they found some. That's the break point, but you get the feeling it won't last forever. Bergman overpassed. Airi takes advantage.
This is why you keep the pressure on Bergman, because she might have a string of good passes, but you have to keep that focus. And they know Gabby and Naomi can do it, but can this player who hasn't had a ton of experience in this game, can she do it?
Ishikawa. Heavy serve. That is a good pass by Bergman, though. And Fukudome keeps it up. Koga, kill block.
Thaisa just owning the net up front. Anytime she rotates into the front court, she has been incredible. It's that hang time, too.
Off the net tape. And back. Oh, what an up. It's right on the tape, though. Bergman with the joust. Koga. Oh, Bergman! Jose Maria calms things down. Free ball opportunity. Airi shut down! Thaisa! Huge!
Time and time again, Japan's testing out Thaisa, but you can't do it. She's got those hands in places you don't think they can go.
Well, you've said a few times that Japan haven't really run the middle. I think we're finding out why.
Yeah, keep it away from her.
There was a Brazilian brick wall guarding things. As Jose Maria with the service error. Airi goes back with a chance to make it up from the serve. She's had a few great service runs in this VNL. 15-13. Bergman into Makrish. Finds the winner. And she's done that a few times where it doesn't look like there's a shot to be had, but she finds one.
Yeah, and a little bit off balance on that one too, but just sees the court so well and can slice that thumb down to place it.
17 points, top scorer in the match so far. Koga into the setter, another beautiful touch, and Thaisa works hard. But so often in this game, that hard work is in vain.
Those tips right over the block are working so well for Japan, really testing out that right back defender and how good that off blocker's dialed in.
Kurugo in again for Wada. Drops it into Gabby. She's going to get it back and swing on it. The block touch good. And Japan. Oh, what has happened there? Naemi. That's not perfect. But the ball's still alive. Gabby. Oh, lovely by Ishikawa. What a set, what a swing, what a pickup. Another phenomenal point that Gabby can't rescue. And Japan win the arm wrestle for 17-14.
This is what Japan does best, just frustrating the attackers on the other side. You think a ball might be down and all of a sudden they get it up and putting you in chaotic situations time and time again. Brazil can't handle it.
Right, 17-14. Brazil with it all to do again. That serve in short. Gabby. Again, not perfect. Is that up? Is that down? Either way, Japan have got a turn. Koga off the block, and once again, Kurugo from the service line, turning the screw and forcing Brazil into changes.
I mean, she's just automatic points back there, finding ways to put Brazil, keep the pressure on them in chaotic situations, and these pins are doing phenomenal. Koga on the outside, heating up.
So Roberta back into set, Tayanara back on. It's Jose Maria and Makrish who take a seat on the bench. Kurugo. Again, they go after Gabby. It's a good pass and a good block touch. Gabby hits the net and misses, and now Japan with a 5-point margin.
All of a sudden, Japan in full control of this set, but you can't count Brazil out. We saw them come back from a 7-point deficit in set one, so don't think they can't do it again.
19-14, timeout.
Vamos junto! Tem que rodar ali mais rápido, senão não dá dor. Vamos junto!
Sabe que tem que melhorar pouquinho, galera. Quem tá... O Ishikawa é que tá pouquinho pior. A gente precisa buscar ela pouco mais forte. A Koga tá entregando com mais facilidade. Tá jogando ela pra cá mesmo, tá jogando.
A gente vai buscar de novo. Agora.
So in terms of those timeouts, obviously the messages are being passed across, but what do the coaches want from the players here? Do they want calm? Do they want enthusiasm? Emotionally, firstly, what do you feel Brazil need?
Well, Brazil normally is a really steady team. They don't get too high or too low, so I think you want that steadiness, but more consistency.
Well, that is the steadiness that quality can provide. And the pass, the set, and the kill were quality.
And it helps when it's a player like Thaisa, because she's your most enthusiastic, the player that gives your team the most juice, too.
Now can they get some break points, Thaisa? Onto Ishikawa. They've got a chance here, Bergman. Gabby. Here we go.
Again, you can never count Brazil out, especially if they've got a player like Gabby on their team, because you know in these moments they're going to go to her every time they can.
Thaisa. Iwasaki out there to Koga. Get a good touch on that, Brazil. And a good touch on that. It's over on first. It's put down by Yamada. And Japan are up to 20.
And all of a sudden, in this red zone of volleyball, meaning in that last 5 points, This is where Japan has to play as clean as possible. And Brazil's got to almost double them up on points to get back in it.
It's a huge ask, especially knowing that you're going to have to win some long rallies to do that. Good serve onto Gabi, but again, the pass is excellent. So's the touch by Fukudome. Koga from backcourt hits the winner through Carol.
Just using that power to get right through it. Carol in a beautiful place to make this block, but hands not pressed over enough, so it sneaks right down inside. Koga just flying from the backcourt.
There she is serving Koga into Bergman. Oh, what a set. That is outrageous.
I mean, absolutely beautiful, and that's what the best setters do. You might think it's an overpass, but they're so athletic, they can not only get a touch on that ball, but put their hitter in a good situation to then get the kill.
With that, Alberta's back off, as is Tainara.
It's like, good job, you did your job, all right.
Yeah, well done. 4-point game. Makrish. Another good pass by Ishikawa. Oh, Wada just glides through at top speed.
Just another clean kill on that right side, something that's so difficult to do against this Brazil defense that we've seen go absolutely off. It's like she's seeing exactly where the defenders are and just placing it perfectly.
Yamada. On to Gabi. Oh, a tip this time from Brazil, and it works a charm from Jose Maria.
Very smart to tip on that shot with Yamada in the backcourt, a middle blocker. Normally Kojima or Fukudome is going to pick that up pretty easily, but not the middle blocker in the backcourt.
Monster, absolute monster. Carol.
Great adjustment on Brazil's side, getting those hands pressed over the net as the last one. Carol came right down in front of her. Beautiful finish this time, getting all the way out to the pin. Good close.
Timeout called, 22-19. Japan, not now. Rotation error.
Had just that positional fault too early on the release. Looked like it might have been Wada in the backcourt.
Oh, it was almost slow motion as well, so Gabi can go again with an ace! Oh, Japan, the seed of doubt was planted.
All of a sudden, again, Brazil, you can't count them out. Doesn't matter if they're down 5 points, 10 points, they will never give up in a set.
Well, a bit of composure required here for Japan. They're flustered, and that very rarely happens. First of all, the rotation error, but after an error, you don't want to make another one. That's exactly what they did. Stood stock still while Gabi floated an ace by them. Now Ishikawa to try and calm things down. Wada does exactly that. Restores the breakpoint lead, and Japan 2 side-outs away from 2-1.
Yeah, go back to your hot hitter. Wada doing a phenomenal job in these high-pressure situations, finding ways to get kills.
16 attack points for Wada. She's one behind Bergman, who's on 17 overall. And there is Bergman receiving, swinging, and getting blocked. Airi brings up set point for Japan.
What a read from Airi, knowing that Bergman's been the hot hand for Brazil, so they send those blockers out to get the stop.
Iwasaki serving for a 2-1 lead. On to Gabby it goes. There's the touch. Here's the chance. Fukudome, full WADA, off the hands and out. And Japan are one set away from a VNL final.
Japan coming storming back after that set 2 loss. And this is what the best teams do. They make those slight adjustments. They knew they had to serve just a little bit tougher to knock Brazil off the net. They did a phenomenal job of that here in set 3 to take Brazil out of their rhythm. And of course that defense was absolutely outstanding, but they also got that block going, which was something they were lacking a little bit through those first 2 sets.
Love that set from Fukudome as well.
If we know anything about these two teams, we've seen this before. Earlier during set 2, or week 2 rather, we saw Japan went up 2-1 against Brazil, but Brazil came back to win in 5. So Brazil's been in this position before, against this exact same team before, so don't expect them to just hand it to Japan.
She's been fantastic, up to 17 points now. And Bergman also, 17 points for Brazil. It's Brazil 1, Japan 2. Brazil's incredible unbeaten record in this season's Volleyball Nations League is under threat. And this place absolutely bouncing, absolutely incredible.
And as they should when we're getting a defensive battle like this, it's been outstanding. 5 blocks from Brazil during that set, but still can't slow down that attack from Japan. 17 attack points. Just set 3 alone, incredible. And you see those error numbers, both very, very low.
Yeah, both teams playing some pretty excellent stuff. Oh, the spectators. These two teams that are adored around the world as well. And in fact, if you're thinking about going on a volleyball excursion, as we take a look at the 1xBet odds predictor that now has Japan 55% favourites. If you are planning on going on a trip around the world, of course, come and visit Thailand because they love it here. But watching Japan in Japan and Brazil in Brazil are two things that every volleyball fan should experience at some time in their life.
Oh, absolutely unmatched. I think those fans are some of the best in the entire world, and the arena just absolutely erupts. It feels like every single point for their teams.
Well, the incredible thing for one of these teams, I mean, both are going to be back tomorrow, battling it out for a medal, and deservedly so. Before that, let's take a look at some middles then. Carol and Yamada.
We're seeing both do a lot on both sides of the ball. Carol getting very involved in terms of defense, 4 blocks already, and Yamada finding ways to score in different situations.
But for one of these teams, they're going to come second in this game, which means just like Poland today, they're going to have hardly any turnaround time before they've got to pick themselves up and go once more. It's going to be difficult enough for Poland after what will have been understandable but disappointing today, that 3-0 defeat against a red-hot Italy. Strap yourselves in, folks. Stefano Cesare blows the whistle. Brazil to serve first. It's a must-win set for the world #1 team. And Ishikawa gets blocked first up. There's Carol doing what she does so well, and Brazil take the lead.
Carol imposing her will right away. It looked like she just reached over and tried to grab that ball from Ishikawa. Phenomenal close. Good start for Brazil.
But it's as if Brazil needs another one, because Japan's side out here. Then the break point goes to waste. Gabby has to take a second touch. And it'll be another go for Brazil. Jose Maria off the hands, and that is the break point secured.
And I think this set, you're going to see both sides celebrating just a little bit harder, because it's been so tough to put a ball down on either side, and it feels like each point has the weight of like 3 or 4.
Yes, but they're only one, just like every other game. 11 points for Jose Maria. Wada. Ooh, she's missed wide. And one thing Brazil haven't had in this game yet is a good start to a set. They've got one here, 3-0.
Yeah, they've been slow to start through those first 3 sets, and it's important for them to start fast in this one, try to push that 5th, and have the momentum going into it.
Makrish. Another good serve. Wada on the pipe. Naemi keeps it up. Gabby for 4. There she is.
Gabby holding nothing back on that swing. This is the energy that Brazil had to come out with. Try to get some momentum, and they've got it from Gabby.
4-0, timeout. Pick the most flattering photo of your favorite player and bring it to a game.
I get one of those of you.
I thought that was of me. 4-0 Brazil. Makrish serving. What a start for the team trailing in this one. Wada backcourt again. Bergman casual. Gabby on 1. 5.
The look in Gabby's eye is not something that you want to face at the net. She looks dialed in. She has the ability to go off.
But what feels like a quiet night has actually ended up in 15 points, and she's breathing down Bergman and Wada's necks. As this great serve run continues. Inoue, she's blocked. And this is now a problem for Japan.
Japan has to find a way to get out of this. It all starts with a pass so they can run that fast tempo offense, but the passing kind of struggling right now. They're not able to use the speed that they normally use.
Right, Iwasaki out, Seki in. Change at setter. The 25-year-old from Torre Arrows enters the fray for the first time. That's her first touch. Inui. Oh, loops one over off the hands of Carol. And finally, some wet ink in the ledger for Japan.
And Inoue, one of Japan's kind of bigger attackers, standing at 178. That's not saying too much, but finding ways to go up and over the block.
Yamada. Bergman in, it goes to Makrish. One-handed set, but Inoue blocks Jose Maria one-on-one.
The solo stuff up front, identifying the middle, nowhere to be found. That means she had to reach her hands back into it. A phenomenal finish to bring that back into the court.
Back-to-back points. Here's Yamada. Gabby into Makrish. Oh, and Jose Maria works it off Inoue's hands, makes the best of a bad situation.
This is where Japan has to stop Brazil's momentum, get a string of points, get back to that serving that we've seen them do in that defense. We haven't seen it so far, set 4.
Gabby serving, hence the extra noise in the crowd. That's close. Ooh, not close enough.
And that's got to be a hair look.
Oh, what?
My gosh. No way.
We said it was close.
Literally a piece of hair. Maybe.
Piece of Stefano Cesare's hair. Too powerful from Brazil.
Jose Maria again, time and time again, using that power one-on-one. Japan isn't paying enough attention to her.
Carol. 8-3. Seki. Oh, the tip, not ideal. Oh, Bergman offers up a free ball. Reload for Japan. Airi, nice.
Brazil haven't been paying too much attention to Japan's middles because they rarely get set. This was a good decision to run the middle in the gap right between the right side blocker and the middle blocker.
Inui. That one catching Bergman high. And those hands not high enough from Japan. Right then, the deficit halved. We've moved from a 6-point lead to a 3-point lead.
No lead is safe. We've said it time and time again. You never get too comfortable.
And this good from Inui. Oh, Gabby adjusting well. Jose Maria off the hands and down.
And McCree's trying to feed Jose Maria on the right side. They've been sending a lot of balls out to Gabby and Bergman on the left. Great opportunity for Jose Maria to have one-on-ones or go over the block on the right side.
Service onto Kojima. Gabby's back there. On the pipe. Inoue, great touch. Seki. Koga.
And Inoue, beautiful dig in the back court. She's been a game changer for this Japan team, down 6 points at the beginning of this set, allowing them to transition these plays.
Inui. So there's Airi serving an ace. Oh my, here come Japan. And once again, Airi Miyabi doing exactly what is asked of her.
Every time she checks into the game, it feels like she's always a difference maker, especially from a serving standpoint. Phenomenal.
She's on the same way, Gabby. Good pass, and another good swing from Thaisa.
And Thaisa's got to be batting near 1,000 because every time the ball's in her hands, it feels like it's going straight down.
Yeah, she's up to 11 points for the day, Thaisa. Seki spits that one out, and Makrish not able to close it, and that is 10-8. And this a fantastic response from Japan.
And a beautiful set, this long string ball, everything moving the setter forward. She jacks it back for the one-on-one.
Good serve, great serve, ace serve by Wada.
And how about Wada racking up points every way she can? Gets the kill, goes back there, and is like, yeah, this will be easy. I'll just ace one of the best liberos in the world.
That's her first ace of the day for 19 points for Wada. Loops one in. Gabby has to play it. Jose Maria with the tip. Seki, Fukudomi, and Koga. Oh, what a cut! Koga levels at 10-10.
And how about that deception from Koga? Looked like she was going to take a big swing at this ball. All of a sudden takes a little bit off. Jose Maria caught in her heels.
As you were. Japan 10, Brazil 10. Oh, Gabby! Unbelievable!
Japan finding ways to chip away at that lead, but it's tough when you're going up against one of the best outsides in the world, who every time she goes up there, she's coming to kill.
But it's not where you start, it's where you finish, and that is definitely the case in that point for Brazil. Thaisa, Inoue into Seki. Bit too passive from Yamada, but they get the block on Gabby. Boy, oh boy, do they get the block on Gabby.
That's a big play on Japan's side, knowing that Gabby's really the only player on the court that can get this ball. The blockers had to make sure they closed that up and formed a wall. That was perfect.
This is so unpredictable. Koga composes herself. Hopefully we all took a deep breath just as she did.
I think that's every point.
Oh, Bergman. Great decision from Bergman.
There's a little dodgeball happening in the backcourt. Bergman getting out at the right time.
Oh, and just when you think it could get easier, Ana Cristina re-enters the game. She started, it was a great decision to bring Bergman in, but now she's going to take a rest, and Ana Cristina is going to have her chance to shine. Makrish with the service. Koga with the pass. Inui only as far as Naemi. Oh, Gabby. Break point Brazil.
Time and time again, Gabby just going up and over this block. It's like she's jumping higher each time.
(13-11). Oh, in fact, That was Bergman having that calf looked at by the physio. Wada can't find the floor. Makrish was there. Gabi had to be played by Naemi. Jose Maria cross court. Wada underneath it. Inui over the shoulder. And that is not an easy shot to play. She's done brilliantly.
It is so difficult going up against a blocker like Jose Maria in front of you. She is big and strong, and normally if you hit right into her, it's coming right back. But a beautiful shot, just swiping it right off.
Yamada. Anna Cristina, first touch, it's coming back onto court. Oh, they've dug that back. To the middle, and Carol for 14-12.
Haven't seen Carol get too involved in the offense because she's been so good defensively. Perfect time to do so. Off of this free ball, you know it's going to be one-on-one. She puts it away.
14-12, Koga wide. This will be a free ball. Another opportunity for Brazil. Carol, 2 for 2 and a 3-point lead.
Back to back for Carol. Beautiful decision-making from Makrish, getting her going, involved in this offense. That opens things up for your pin hitters later. Carol been incredible.
Okay.
Well, this is the sport we love at its very, very best. And 15-12 is not terminal for Japan, nor is it home and hose for Brazil.
And we've seen both sides come back from major deficits so far.
Koga receives that Gabi serve. Wada from way out west, and Gabi gets the first touch. Here's Anna Cristina. Takes on Kojima, now Inoue. Oh, what a touch by Gabi. Anna Cristina finds the floor. That 4-point lead's back again.
That's a big confidence booster for Anna Cristina, who got pulled early on in this match as Bergman went in during set 1. She's got to come in and be that difference maker to hold this lead. Great job.
So just to recap, it was Brazil leading by 6, then we were level at 10-10, now 16-12. Inui. Oh, goodness me. What a roller. Naemi saw it, but couldn't do anything about it.
Just such a smart shot. Looks like she's going to attack this at the last second. Pulls that arm back to drop it in. Love how much fun the benches are having, too.
Seki. On to Naemi. Oh, you cannot stop that. One-way ticket to Spike Town.
Just keep feeding her anytime that perfect pass is there. She's been absolutely incredible. That's what happens when you serve the libero. Look at that right back at you.
So back when I asked you why they kept serving at Bergman, well, we've had the answer time and time again. Carol. Koga flirting with it.
I know we're not supposed to root for people, but I think we all want more volleyball here, right? I mean, I could watch 20 sets of this.
I couldn't possibly say. Inui. On to Gabi, 10-on-10. Anna Cristina causes Seki. Bit of a problem there. Koga stings the palms of Naemi.
That's tough to do, Koga. Just consistent throughout this entire match. Not doing anything flashy, just keeping that ball in play and very low error.
Interestingly, Brazil have called a timeout, 17-15.
Vai virar de novo. Estão jogando um pouquinho mais aberta, sem muita ajuda. De novo. Vem aqui, tá jogando muito a 21, tá? Tem que ir na bola, não pode deixar muito espaço para ela, não.
Quero dar passe, todo mundo. Agressividade,
we go again. Generally, coming out of timeouts in this match, Brazil have responded really well. One more big push from them here, and we will be going to a race to 15. But Inui and co. might have other ideas. 2 points in it. Ana Cristina, Rosa Maria pokes it backcourt, and Fukudome feeds it in. Koga recycles. Wada in trouble.
We haven't seen Wada block too many times tonight. She has been outstanding on that right side. Great finish from Ana Cristina.
Usually seen her have a bit more joy from further off the net, though, haven't we? It is a big disparity in that close. Brazilian Giants shutting it down. 3 points in it again as Airi kisses the baseline.
Japan cracking that door open just a little bit more. Time and time again, perfect pass. Get the middle going right in that gap. The gap's been so effective today, going right in between the two blockers. Thaisa can't control it.
Here she is serving Airi. She's picked up another one. Airi. It is such an awkward float serve to deal with.
But she's bringing so much power behind it, and there's almost no spin, so you don't know where the ball is going because it goes left, right, it drops or rises right in front of you.
Same way. Oh, but Gabby, beautiful pass. Thaisa, oh no! I thought they'd got her, but you never get her. It's 1917.
Just when you think Thaisa's ball is going down, they scoop right under it, but it's not enough because of the power that she brings. Inoue in the perfect spot to dig it, but it's too strong.
Makrish and Rosa Maria out. Alberta and Tainara in. Ana Cristina serves. Has to be played. Wada, good touch. This is big. Oh, net touch. Net touch, Brazil. 1918. Tainara, angry.
Tainara is coming in a little bit too aggressive on this swing. The follow through almost takes down the net.
Wada. Oh. Through the kitchen sink, the bathroom, the food processor, the cutlery drawer, and everything at that one. Now, why not? Thaisa. Floater into Koga. He's going to get it back. Oh! Takes aim at Gabby.
That's a sharp shot. Trying to take off heads on that swing. A beautiful swing. Just turning that thumb down, getting sharper and sharper is Koga.
2019, right back in the game, Koga. Floater on to Naemi. Gabby. Good block touch. Can they convert? Seki. Inui. No. Which way this time? Back to Inui. Ana Cristina. Lovely ball in. Gabby. Brilliant.
That windmill arm just giving Japan fits. Time and time again, she's going up and over this block. They're in the perfect place to try to make a play on it, but she's hitting fingertips every time.
Makrish re-entering the game. Rosa Maria re-entering the game. That means Tainara and Roberta are back out for now. Such a big point as well, because if you level it at 20s, then it really is a test of nerve, but they've still got that little breakpoint bumper. Makrish sends it into Inui. Seki has to work for that one, and Inui. Gabby's there. Oh, Gabby, greedy.
A good set. Gabby just trying to do a little bit too much with it. Trying to go sharper and sharper on that shot. That one just goes right into the bottom of the net.
Yeah, block touch, for sure block touch. I want to see if the ball hit the blocks, yes or no. Block touch.
So there might have been a little touch on this. It's not Brazil
okay.
Challenge this. Okay. A referee challenge. There was plenty of net, but was there a Japanese hand on it? Scoreboard currently reads 21-19. This could be the difference, you know. because 21-20 and 22-19 are two very different scores. No block touch, just the net tape. And Japan back within one. Oh, time for cool heads and hot hands. Yamada. Anna Christina right on the tape. Inui to level. No. She goes again. But Naomi's there. Anna Christina. A free ball. What an opportunity for 21-21. And Airi converts.
Anytime Airi checks in the game, she is a difference maker. Whether it's on the serve and getting opponents out of system or offensively, she is ready to go at all times.
7 points for her. 4 attacks, 2 blocks, and an ace serve. Yamada. Time for Brazil to reset. They use Gabby to do that, but Koga. Beautiful touch. Inui close to the net. Oh, left-handed, off balance. Nearly takes it off its pegs. And Brazil back ahead.
And just getting that left hand, not much she could have done with that to bring it back in.
Gabby opts for the float. Oh, well rescued. But the dig is there for the break point. Anna Christina, high and handsome. And Brazil 2 points away.
What a turnaround for Anna Christina. Went out set one, had to check back in as Bergman was getting checked on, but they didn't put Bergman back in because Christina's been doing such a great job out there.
Of course, that point all about Anna Christina, but that camera angle, Seki's body control to not touch the net on that set, incredible. Needs a good set here though, and a good swing it was, but Makrish defends. Jose Maria! What a block from Inui!
We're seeing players come off the bench just stepping up for both sides. Inui has been a difference maker for Japan after she checked in as that team was down 6-0 to start. She's been huge.
Well, Japan have swapped the setters back round. Iwasaki back in the game. They've swapped the liberos too. Fukudome has come in for Kojima.
Now Wada's back up front.
There's the float serve into Naomi. Anna Christina. Good touch, Fukudome. Inui. What a block. Incredible. Incredible. And Brazil find themselves with a set point, but they have been here before. To take us to 5 sets for the 4th time in a row between these two teams. Carol. It's a good serve to start with. And the block drops in! Thaisa takes a tour! And it's a race to 15 for a place in the final.
Brazil's been in holes before. We saw the first matchup between these two, down 2-1 to push a 5th and win it. Could they have the same history pushing this 5th set and winning it? Man, that block has been good this entire match, but coming up at the clutch moments, back to finish off this set, huge against a very fast offense. It's been tough to stop for Brazil all night long.
Well, the two captains, Koga and Gabby, along with Karina Rene and Stefano Cesare, have a moment of calm before we unleash on what we hope will be a 5th set to match the first 4 that we've seen. An incredible semi-final.
I mean, what a game. The last 4 matches now between these two, going 5 sets, incredible.
And none of those 5-setters have gone the way of Japan. Brazil have been dominant in this rivalry, 33-4 in official FIVB competition. There are some pretty big-time Brazilians watching on, but 1 in 12, that's all Japan have had. But they have pushed Brazil all the way. Is tonight the night? Remember as well, as we see Brazil 2, Japan 2 after 4 great sets, 24-26, 25-20, 21-25, 25-22. Japan have never won a medal in the Volleyball Nations League. They win this game, they're guaranteed one. They've got the chance to make history. All they've got to do is reach 15. As for Brazil, 3-time silver medalists. Silver medalists in World Championships and Olympic Games as well. At some point you feel that this incredibly talented, universally loved team has to be on the top step of a podium.
Yeah, especially in the VNL, we've seen 3 of the last 4 years finishing with that silver medal. This is a team that looks like they can win gold, but in order to do that, you got to go against the best teams in the world and beat them. And this Japan team has been no easy feat.
Well, we're going to look at attack zones here. And we haven't seen Brazil's yet, but I'd imagine there'll be a lot more than 7% down the middle.
And that's what Japan does so well. They run those pins with so much speed, they don't have to go to the middles.
In fact, that's reduced a lot from the first couple of sets, and they're going through the outside now for 59% of their attacks.
A lot of that is because Gabby has been absolutely outstanding out there. It feels like any chance they get, they're chucking it up to her.
Here's Shikawa and Jose Maria. 2 of over a dozen who've had incredible nights. And there is Jose Maria, currently on 15 points. Look at this spread of scorers. Wada 19, Gabby 18, Bergman 17, Jose Maria 15, Koga 15, Thaisa 14, Carol 12. Look at that, 26 points between the 2 middles.
And that's especially what you get 2 teams that are very low air. Teams have to earn their points in this matchup.
Japan to serve. Elation for one, heartbreak for another. A race to 15. And Brazil are going to offer up a free ball here. Early chance for Japan. On serve, Airi squeezes it through Carol. This is seat of your pants stuff, but I think a lot of this 5th set will be.
Oh, it's going to be an absolute back and forth battle, and if the defense is anything like it was through the first 4, it's going to feel as long as a 25-point set.
Yamada. On to Ana Cristina. She's kept her place on court. Jose Maria. Iwasaki with the first touch. Ishikawa. Great swing. Great swing.
Right away, Japan, 2-0 start. Brazil's got to find a way to contain it right away, especially these pin hitters who have been so effective.
Yamada. Again, she served really well to open the sets for Japan throughout this game. Gabby. Good touch back court. Ishikawa. Another great shot. Over the block, over Carol in front of Gabby, and that's 3-0.
Just catching Brazil sleeping on this ball. Looked like she was going to hit it. This is what Japan does. It's that ball control. They look like they're going to take a big swing at everything. That's what makes those roll shots so effective on their side.
This is a dream start for Japan. 3-0 off the Yamada serve. Brazil with it all to do. Ana Cristina takes that one high. Here's Gabby. Oh, she's missed. She's missed. Just looking through the records, and I'm casting my mind back to Game 3 of the VNL, a 5-setter in the men's between Slovenia and Netherlands, where Slovenia took the 5th set, 27-25. Hard act to follow.
Já vai sacar no seu colo aí, tá? Atenção, só a mudança que ela pode fazer pro outro lado. Vamos, Ishikawa aqui, tá? Mesma coisa.
Rodar forte, gente, volta aí.
Vem deixar a ponta.
Well, this, the sternest test in the Volleyball Nations League for Brazil so far. Their 13-game unbeaten run is under serious threat. The 4th time these teams have gone 5 sets in a row. Japan looking for their first victory in those 5-setters. Brazil need a point here. They get a point here. Carol.
Both of Brazil's middles have been so effective when they can get involved in the offense. That depends on if this pass is good. That's the first good pass that we've seen Brazil have this set so far.
Gabi. And it goes to Iwasaki. Wada, star of the show.
Wada has just been absolutely outstanding since she checked into this match during set one. Phenomenal game changer for this team, just racking up points left and right.
Iwasaki floats that one into Naomi. Lovely ball in. Oh, Ivy! What have you done? Shuts down Carol.
And how about that read? Getting right in front of the line of approach. Carol has been giving Japan fits all night long. Watch those dive, bound those hands back in. Incredible finish.
And Iwasaki. All of Brazil standing so shallow to take that. Is Ana Cristina with the pass. They've got her again. Airi has Carol on toast, and it's 7-1.
Now all of a sudden, Airi, game changer for this Japan team. Absolutely outstanding up front.
This is astonishing. Iwasaki goes again. Brazil in danger of disintegrating. But Ana Cristina gets a vital point.
This is where Brazil has to make the switch now. They have to find a way to turn it on. We've seen them come back from a deficit before, 7 points earlier in this match. They have to find a way to do it again and get that fight in.
Does it start here with Carol from the service line? Goes on to Koga. Great swing, but the up, incredible. Jose Maria. Oh, brilliant! Up again, it has to go, Koga! But Brazil can reload, and Ana Cristina means it's all in vain. It's a cruel game. But my goodness me, it's fun.
And this is the defense that we expect from Japan every time. You think the ball's down? Absolutely not. Of course
chance.
It's getting up.
Carol can reload, 7-3. Ace! Ishikawa betrayed by her hands. And Japan call the timeout, still in a great spot, but only leading by 3. Cool heads required. Carol, 6 blocks, 14 points. How important will that ace be? Airi, what a contribution she's made. She's grown into this tournament as well, hardly used in week 1 in Turkey. She has been absolutely vital in this charge to the semi-finals. Koga on the pipe, good up by Makrish. Jose Maria, work to do. Oh, someone's got to play it. Wada walks right past it. Airi can't.
And you never see these kind of balls fall on Japan's side. They are just absolutely all-out effort all the time. Just a miscommunication. The setter can't get there in time.
Carol has pulled Brazil right back into this 5th set from the baseline. Wada with the tip. Here we go for 7-6. Ana Cristina.
And Ana Cristina has just spent money since she checked back into the match during set 4. Been a huge game changer.
We're witnessing a classic, you know.
Yeah. This has got to be the best match of the VNL so far.
Carol. Iwasaki. That's a great swing from Ishikawa. And Japan will lead as we change ends, but not by the amount that they hoped.
And getting to that 8-point mark first is a good milestone to say, okay, now we're in almost that red zone in the last final points. This is where we have to lock in and finish the game. Doesn't matter what happened up to this point, now we need the last 7.
I love the energy for Japan jogging round together as well as a team.
This team just moves so well as a unit, and you can see that really play out in the defense. Everyone's in the right spot at the right time, moving together.
Here's Shikawa to get us back underway. Breakpoint lead for Japan. But Brazil starting to feel it because Ana Cristina will not stop.
Time and time again, feeding her. She has been absolutely incredible up front, going for those high hands time and time again. Japan's got to find out how to stop her. Doesn't look like they can.
Jose Maria. Good serve. Koga. Gabi off the chest. Jose Maria. Ana Cristina. She's going to take the punt. Koga. Off the hands. Oh, it's not a good first touch. Koga to calm things. No, Naemi. Up it goes. Ana Cristina. Of course, Kojima's there. Who can find the floor? Where's the touch from? Oh, it's off Brazil. And that feels like a stroke of luck for Japan.
This is what good defense gets you. It gets the opportunity to have swings like these to take as the pressure is on you. An incredible swipe out.
I don't think she meant that. Oh, yes, Thaisa. That's great news for 2 reasons. 1, it's a 1-point game. 2, that's Airi off the service line. And here's that reversal again. Roberta and Tainara coming in for Brazil.
That'll continue to give Brazil a lot of momentum when you have a Thaisa kill like that.
She's been immense tonight, Thaisa, as she so often is. Ana Cristina, heavy service. Big block, it's 9-9! Timeout called by Japan.
6-point deficit. Brazil was in, completely erased.
How on earth does one of these teams pick themselves up tomorrow to play in a bronze medal final?
It just feels unfair.
Oh, think back to the first set though. Japan looked clear. Brazil came back, but it was Japan that closed it out. There is so much narrative. So much still to play out. It's 9-9. Ana Cristina. Oh, wow. Iwasaki. What a touch. Gabi sends the windmill at it. Kojima's there. Koga! Ho, ho, ho! Japan pick one out of nowhere.
And of course, it's the captain, Koga, showing up in that big moment to get to that 10-point mark. Another big milestone for this team. They have to find a way to finish.
So they brought Kurugo back into serve. Brazil have got rid of Airi. Can they get rid of Kurugo quickly? Not yet. Oh, free ball. Thought someone might have a little swing on that. Oh, Gabi, pay attention. Free ball 1, free ball 2. Koga. Oh, that's a great touch by Gabi. She resets the swing. And that is one of the world's best players playing some of the world's best volleyball.
Gabi making these transition plays look easy. That dig was anything but easy. She gets her butt back there to have that full approach in as well. Just phenomenal play.
Oh, Ishikawa knows. 10-10, we're on side out. Thaisa at the service line. 19 points for Gabby. Quiet night at the office. Koga. Oh, what a touch by the middle blocker. Gabby with a chance. Roberta back to Gabby. It was never going anywhere else. Koga. Oh, that is brilliant. Brilliant from Sarina Koga.
This is what the veteran players do best. You know they're going to take those big swings in the big moments. Koga's had not a quiet night, but she hasn't been the heavy hitter. But you know, in these last few points, she is their automatic go-to.
Araki has come back in. On go the spectacles. So she's blocking here. No setter on court. At this point, at least. Gabby. Oh, and that's why. Nearly.
And you can expect nearly every single Brazil ball to keep going to Gabby if she's going to make swings like that time and time again.
So that change is reversed. Makrish back in. She will serve. Jose Maria back in as well for Tayanara and Roberta. 11-11. Makrish sends it on its way. Good ball in. Wada takes on the block, and Japan are 3 points away.
And Wada just racking up points left and right, this time in the backcourt. They're still going to find her back there because she's been a hot hand for Japan.
Yamada. Oh, a break point here would be huge. And she's got one! A service, Yamada!
Incredible timing for Japan. Their middle blocker in the backcourt serving up dimes.
Timeout called, 13-11.
Passe e rodar.
Bora que tem jogo!
Só virar e arrumar o bloqueio.
Nosso saque depois.
There is still belief in Brazil. You see Carol walking off there smiling. Just before that timeout, they made the change. So Ana Cristina came out and Prita Roish came in. She's going to stand on the left side of that serve receive.
You already know Yamada is going to go right at Prita Roish out there. Always test the passer, just checking into the game.
And Gabby waits for her opportunity, because you know there will be one. Yamada, 13-11. And she does go after Prita Roish, who tees up Makrish. Gabby. Oh, there's a touch. That was heart in mouth time. It was so close to the sideline.
I mean, Gabby's just getting sharper and sharper on some of these shots. And that arm just well above the block for Japan.
But it's still advantage Japan, 2 side outs, and they are in the final. Gabby serves on to Ishikawa. She gets it back. No touch. No touch. There has to be a challenge. And there is. Oh, it's been admitted to. It's been admitted to.
Jose Maria.
Well, will a green card cost them a gold medal?
That was huge for this team, especially because now they have Wada back in the front court, their best attacker tonight.
14-12. Iwasaki serving for a place in the final. Ana Cristina receives. Makrish off the net. Ana Cristina cross court. Great touch and a free ball. Great block touch. Brazil can go again. Ana Cristina to stay in the match. Japan to win the match. Ishikawa! Japan are in the final. Brazil's 13-game unbeaten run comes to an end. History is made. There will be a medal around their necks, but what color will it be? This epic ride rivalry delivers another classic. 4-5 setters in a row, only this time the sweet taste of victory belongs to Japan. They'll be back tomorrow, playing Italy for glory, for gold, and Brazil, who've been the stars of the tournament,